All right, how is everyone doing today? How are all my 38 subscribers doing? Hope you guys are doing well. Right now it's kind of a rainy and gloomy day. Not the kind of day I'm into, but I thought I'd go ahead and make another video concerning Kirby Air Riders. This is definitely my most anticipated game now. Donkey Kong Bonanza, still one of the best games I've played so far this year. Probably one of the best games I've played in the last 5 years, I would say. Very great game, awesome game. Mario Kart World, another great game. The best Mario Kart World we've gotten, or Mario Kart game we've gotten up to date. So the fact that this game, Kirby Air Riders, has the potential to be the game of the year does say a lot, considering that we already have Donkey Kong Bonanza and Mario Kart World. Two big, epic games. Two revolutionary games, by the way. Because to me, an evolutionary game would be a game that just is like a big upgrade to its predecessor. But a game that just completely does something revolutionary, like Mario Kart World now being an open world game where you're driving in this ginormous world and whatnot. Then you got Donkey Kong Bonanza, where not only is it way better than the N64 Donkey Kong game, but it's also better than many other 3D platformers that came before it, because it has this really awesome mechanic where every single map you play in is destructible, and part of like progressing in the game is just carving your way into the world, destroying, going like just punching your way underground to find treasure chests, gold, bananas, fossils, and sometimes even you'll find like another layer, another room or whatever, and there'll be like a portal to go into to access like a mission and whatnot. So both of those games I consider to be very revolutionary. Kirby Air Riders, I would just consider this to be evolutionary. It's just an evolved version of the first Kirby Air Ride game on the GameCube, which is totally fine because it's a game that already has a crap ton of content and game modes and whatnot to it already. So how do you really revolutionize a game that's already super fun to play with to begin with, right? It would be like trying to revolutionize Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Like, I don't think you can really do that, I think that's a game that you could just keep evolving and making it bigger and better. And that's the case right now with Kirby Air Riders. So, that being said, though, I still think this has a potential to become the game of the year. I think it will. It's my most anticipated game for sure. It looks extremely fun. It looks like the combination of F-Zero, Mario Kart, and Super Smash Bros. All combined into one awesome Kirby game. So I'm very excited for it. And I think there's going to be way more characters than what they've shown. I think there's going to be more game modes, more maps. I don't think they've shown us everything. I think they just gave us a really good sample of what this game has to offer. I would imagine that's the case. So, because I think they only showed 4 maps, and I'm like, I would like a lot more than just 4 maps for like the regular Kirby Air Ride mode. They only showed 4 maps. The characters, they showed a good amount, but I still think there'll be way more characters than what was shown. There's probably going to be more rides as well, and there may even be more city trial maps. They're only showing 1, but there might be more than just one of those. So, but regardless, everything I've seen with the game so far is pretty damn good. And so I'm very excited for it. I think it's going to be the best game. Yesterday, we've had some other gaming news out there, and the other big gaming news was that Indiana Jones is coming to the Switch 2. So that was announced at Gamescom. I didn't watch Gamescom. I don't give a shit about it. Jeff Keighley is a fucking gay boy. Fuck that loser. He's just a stupid ass. PlayStation fag boy. That's all he is. Jeff Keighley could go eat shit. Fuck that loser. But apparently, it was a boring show anyways. Most people felt like they wasted their time watching it. And there's only a couple of interesting announcements and whatnot. So I'm glad I didn't watch it. It kind of sucks that, we lost E3 for a piece of shit like Gamescom. But thankfully, Nintendo saved the day yesterday with their epic Kirby Air Riders 45-minute direct, which some people out there aren't grateful for at all. And that kind of brings me to one of the topics of this video, and it's pretty much the dumbasses that are hating on this game, or they're just pretty much dismissing it. If you guys didn't see my last couple of videos, or the last two videos that I made, I did a response video to Rob from Rule of Two Review, who, he made a video just crying about the fact that, we weren't getting a Metroid Prime 4 release date, a confirmed release date or whatever. He's just being a fucking crybaby about that. And he made this really stupid video where he's like, I'm still excited about Kirby Air Riders and the Direct. I'm definitely going to watch this, and I'm happy about this. But, I'm just so mad that we're not getting a release date for Metroid Prime 4, even though we've known about it for, 8 or 10 years or whatever. So he basically was just bitching and moaning that we weren't getting a release date for that game, and that, he's still interested and open to Kirby Air Riders. But you know what? I have not seen a video of him giving his thoughts about the Kirby Air Riders Direct. There's no video of him reacting to it. There's nothing. So, did he even freaking watch it? Did he even watch that Direct presentation? And if he did, why has he not, said anything, If he's truly excited about the game and he wants to watch, he was going to watch it, why have we not heard shit from him, I guarantee you if yesterday Nintendo had, put out a tweet of some new image for Metroid Prime 4, it could have just been, a new suit or a new environment or something, he would have been all over that. He would have been all over that like flies on a dirty trash can. And he would have just been, just making a 20-minute video talking about it. But, of course, Kirby Air Riders, a game that looks super fun and awesome, he's not interested in that. He's not interested in fun video games that, have high playability to them. He's more interested in just single-player games with lore in it. This is a guy who said that one of his most favorite and beloved games is Death Stranding. A piece of shit game like Death Stranding is one of his favorite games. That's all you need to know about Rob of Rule of Two Review. He's fucking lame. All he cares about is, story-driven games, single-player games that have some sci-fi fantasy to it, and that seems to be it. So that dude is lame. Fuck him. It just kind of pisses me off. We had those kinds of, so-called Nintendo fans, and they're not really Nintendo fans. There's only a few games or one game that they like from Nintendo, and in this case, for him, it's Metroid. So that really kind of just pisses me off. He hasn't even done a review for Donkey Kong Bonanza, and to be fair, I hadn't done one yet because the game's very big. It's got so much in it. I should be doing my impressions for that game, but man, it's a very long game, and I've been spending so much time just having fun breaking the environment and everything, so I guess I shouldn't really go after him there. But again, if it were a Metroid game, he would have already done an first impression of the game. That being said, I want to address some of the stupid comments I've been seeing regarding Kirby Air Riders. First of all, I'm seeing some stupid ass comments out there saying, why is Nintendo making another racing game? We already have Mario Kart World. We don't need two racing games in the same year. This is so dumb. They're oversaturating the market with racing games. Okay. Do you fucking morons cry about the market being oversaturated with first-person shooters, with these online service games, these live service games, all these stupid live service games? Do you cry about that? What about that stupid Sonic? I mean, you got a stupid Sonic racing game. I mean, I don't see that many people bitching and moaning about that game. I mean, it's really fucking aggravating, the kind of stupid shit you hear from people. And here's another thing. Kirby Air Riders is not the fucking same as Mario Kart World. Now, that's another stupid comment I've been seeing. This is basically Mario Kart World, just with Kirby. How about you shut the fuck up, watch the presentation, pull some of that shit out of your brain, and you'll see that it's not the same damn thing. All right? It's actually very different. It has different game modes, different art style, aesthetics. And this is a game that is primarily loved not for its racing, but for all these other badass game modes. I mean, just look at what's being shown on the screen right now. All this gameplay footage you're seeing of it. The game looks great. The game looks super fun. It looks way more fun than Mario Kart World. So people bitching, crying about that are so fucking stupid. And a lot of these people crying about it, they also make comments saying, we should have gotten a Smash Bros. Game instead. So I'm seeing a lot of that too. So yesterday it was people crying. It was Metroid fans crying because they didn't get a release date for Metroid. And they started bitching and moaning after this presentation because it was confirmed that this game's coming out in November. So they're upset because Metroid Prime 4 is not a November game. It's not the holiday game unless it comes out in December. So now they're pissed off and angry about that. But now we also got Super Smash Brothers fans who are upset and they would rather have a Super Smash Bros. Game. We already have a great, epic Super Smash Bros. Game called Super Smash Bros. Ultimate that you can play on your Switch too. And if you ask me, I think they could just simply add DLC to that game, you know, just to bring it back in some way, add some glorified DLC to it. I mean, do we really need a new Smash Brothers game? I would be excited for it, but you know what? I think the one we have, the last one that we got, is so damn good that we don't really need another one. Now, if they decide to do, you know, I was talking about earlier about, you know, you can't really revolutionize Super Smash Bros. Game. Maybe I spoke too soon, because maybe if they somehow do some weird thing where they create an open world Super Smash Brothers game where you can just explore the world in like a 3D side scroller, like in a 2D way, where you can just travel and throughout the whole world and you can just beat up bad guys that get in your way. That would be super awesome. And who knows, that might be a possibility at this point. All right? But right now, I'm just getting kind of sick and tired of these dumbasses crying that we didn't get a Super Smash Bros. Game. Like, shut the fuck up. This is a game. This Kirby Air Riders game, it's like a freaking Smash Bros. Game, but racing. It's like a combination of F-Zero, Super Smash Bros., and Mario Kart, all bundled up into one. This is going to be a fun... You really want, you know, like a game close to Super Smash Bros. I mean, this is it. This is it. This looks like it's going to be really fun. Lots of fighting, lots of melee, lots of chaos, and racing as well. So, it just blows my mind, the fucking idiots crying about this shit, and spoiled fucking idiots. And look, these are the people I can't stand, because I feel like they're not really Nintendo fans. They're just fans of that one game, and that's it. All they care about is Super Smash Bros., and that's it. And there's a lot of people like that, believe it or not. A lot of people, it's like, I just care about Smash when it comes to Nintendo. When it comes to Nintendo, I only care about Pokemon. That's it. I only care about Metroid. And these are the kind of fans I'm just like, yeah, man, go fuck yourself. Like, go fuck yourself, because there's so many great games Nintendo offers, and you fucking one-dimensional pieces of shit are just dismissive of every other game, you're a piece of fucking crap. That's all you are. All right? Again, if you're only a fan of a few games, that's fine, but keep your fucking mouth shut and don't cry like a little bitch. Right? Nintendo has so many IPs and whatnot. They have fans of other games and genres. They need to make games for them too. So why are you crying like a bitch and like, demanding that Nintendo only makes the games that you're interested in, and it just so happens to only be one game, one particular game, and you expect Nintendo to just be like, yeah, screw Kirby fans, screw Mario fans, screw all these other guys. We're just gonna make games that only cater to you. Nah, it doesn't work that way. So shut the hell up. Quit your damn crying. All right? And how about being open-minded and actually trying this game out? This is kind of a long rant so far, but yeah, I'm getting sick and tired of these people. And you know what kind of annoys me even more? Is that you get people who respond to these type of comments and they'll say something stupid like, man, Nintendo fans are so entitled. Nintendo fans are so whiny and spoiled. It's like, it's not Nintendo fans, you fucking idiot. It's fucking people who are just a fan of only one franchise. They're only a fan of Super Smash Bros. They're only a fan of Metroid. Stop fucking saying it's Nintendo fans, you fucking idiot, because true Nintendo fans pretty much like most of the games that Nintendo makes, not just one game, not just one franchise. So stop saying that shit. Anyways, this was the big news yesterday. Kirby Air Riders, unfortunately. Fucking morons are pretty much hating on it or being dismissive of it. And this kind of brings me to my last and final point, are the Nintendo fans who only seem to be caring about third-party games right now, at the moment. All right, Doctray81, this is a fucking clown, a goofball who, he's a Nintendo fan, but he seems to only be interested in third-party games. That seems to be the only thing on his mind. Oh, we're going to get these big AAA third-party games that already exist on PlayStation 5 and Xbox. And so I think he made a stupid video. I mean, he made a video yesterday about Indiana Jones and whatnot coming to the Switch too. Look, that's good. That's awesome because it proves the power of the Switch 2. It debunks all of these idiots that have been saying the Switch 2 can't handle any of these big games. And you know what? These fucking dumbasses that say this shit, they're going to continue saying this kind of stupid shit, even though it's obvious the Switch 2 could run these big games, because they're just fucking losers, all right? And they're just a bunch of losers. Now, it is cool to make fun of them and laugh at these fucking dumbasses whenever they say this stupid shit. But, they're such losers that they got to keep putting their own propaganda out there, their anti-Nintendo propaganda. So I'm not like, man, we just need to get every big AAA third-party game to come to the Switch 2. And who cares about the first-party games? Like, no. We should care more about the first-party games. We should care more about exclusives coming to the Switch 2. All right? That still needs to be the primary focus from Nintendo. That needs to be their primary goal, is to continue to make the best games that are only going to stay on Nintendo. All right? We don't freaking need to be, encouraging Nintendo to just, try to get all these third-party games. No, I could care less about that. Could care less about that, honestly. But, Dr. 81, he didn't have anything to say about the Kirby Air Riders game, which makes me assume that the fucking idiot doesn't care about it. Then you got the Black Baron, formerly known as the Black Baron. Now he calls himself Emperor. So instead of Emperor, it's Emperor, like E-M-P, and then the word bruh. What's up, bruh? He's a fucking cheesy-ass cornball, that guy is. He's just such a fucking doofus. Very corny motherfucker. He's lately been kind of on this trend, too, of just only caring mostly about the third-party games coming to the Switch 2. and not really giving much of a crap about Nintendo's first party games. And yesterday he put out a post about the Indiana Jones game coming to the Switch 2, and he's like, Nintendo is killing these Switch 2 haters. I'm like really, dumbass? What about the Kirby Air Riders game? Like, you're not gonna talk about that, you fucking clown? And of course he was being dismissive of that game and acting like, nobody cares about that game. But of course I remember that this guy, Bruh, he did say in the live chat, in one of his live chats once, that he hates Kirby. He hates Kirby. He even said, I hate that pink fucking guy. I hate Kirby. That's how he said it. Now, if you don't have to like every single Nintendo character. I'm not saying you have to like every Nintendo character or any video game character for that matter. I hate Sonic. I think Sonic is fucking lame. That's just me. That being said, though, why I have enjoyed certain Sonic games in the past, even though I hate Sonic as a character. Don't like him. But, this guy, he seems to just be like, he hates Kirby so much he doesn't want to play any Kirby game. Any. Even if it's a really fun game like Kirby Air Riders. So I just think, this guy's a fucking idiot. He's a clown. He's a moron. He's probably, a pretty lame example of a Nintendo fan. You could say he's probably a pretendo, but nah, I think he genuinely likes Nintendo as a company and whatnot, but he seems to be way more concerned with getting the big third-party games as opposed to the great first-party games. So, regardless, the guy's a damn cornball. But, yeah, and then, of course, there's Rob of Rule of Two Review. Like I said, I've made my video responses to, his stupid crying about the announcement for the Kirby Air Riders Direct and how he was just like, do you hate us, Nintendo? Because Nintendo wasn't giving a release date for Metroid Prime 4. And such a stupid thing to even ask or suggest, It's like, why not be mad at Retro Studios for being such a talentless fucking studio for the last 20 years, Why not be mad at them for prioritizing graphics and single-player games over really fun multiplayer games that last forever? So stupid. But, this guy, he kept saying in that video, well, look, I'm still going to watch the Kirby Air Riders Direct. I'm still happy about it and excited. And it's like, dude was saying one thing, but, like, his actions and his attitude was just completely saying another thing. Like, dude, shut the fuck up. You do not sound like you're excited for Kirby Air Riders one bit. You're over here crying. You're crying on Twitter about it. And guess what? We have not even seen a reaction from him about Kirby Air Riders. Nothing. He hasn't dropped a video talking about it. Nothing. So I think he's full of shit. I think he's another one of these stupid, like, pretendos or whatever, where, he says he's a Nintendo fan, but really all he cares about is Metroid. Just fucking Metroid. And all he cares about is fucking graphics. Like, he cares way more about graphics than, really good gameplay and whatnot. And I could be wrong, but I mean, when he makes stupid comments about, Breath of the Wild, and it's, it's a cel-shaded art style, and how, he wishes they would ditch that comic book art style for, like, a more photorealistic art style. It's like, all right, this guy's a fucking idiot. Like, this guy cares way too much about the wrong things when it comes to Nintendo. So, yeah, right now, this is my most anticipated game, Kirby Air Riders. But it's just kind of annoying me how you got these, like, these certain fans who, though they call themselves Nintendo fans, but they are only a fan of one franchise, one particular game, and that's it. And that's fine. If you only like one particular game from Nintendo, that's fine. But what's not fine is when you open your big entitled fucking mouth and start talking a bunch of shit, talking about a bunch of bullshit, and you're over here like, whoa, well, you know, why are they making this game before the game I won and all this stupid crap? It's like, dude, shut the fuck up. If this is the only game you care about from Nintendo, then shut the fuck up. Nintendo doesn't only make games just for you. All right? It's for everybody else as well. So that's basically my big long rant for the day, and I'll see you guys. Probably see you guys later. Let me know what you think in the comments below. What do you think about yesterday as far as gaming news goes? Is this your most anticipated game? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you guys later.